Stealth Panther gaming headset. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Black Panther made a gaming headset? Well, it doesn't quite look like it. Maybe if it had cat ears or something, maybe a little bit more, but really and truly it doesn't really. The main specs of this headset is the fact that it has integrated controls. This means that it has the mute and unmute button right here. It's got a dial for you volume rocker. And that's about it just for that. So nice and simple on the actual headset. It has a flexible ear cup. So let's say it's slightly uncomfortable, we can move it a little bit in or a little bit out. I must say the movement's not there a lot, but obviously if you need to do that fine adjustment, let's say it's slightly uncomfortable, you can always do that, which is fantastic. As well as all of this, this comes under a price range of £25. So it is a budget headset. It wouldn't be something you would see in a £1,000 gaming setup, for example. Now, let's get started with the main video. The main person I'd actually recommend this headset to straight away is for new gamers. People that are ready to come into gaming, for example, on their first PS4 or PC or something like that, but aren't ready to commit to a big brand like Logitech or SteelSeries with their £90 plus headsets. This is for someone that can give gaming a try, and if they don't like it, well, they haven't lost much, have they? Rather than spending £90, finding out you don't like gaming, now you have a £90 headset just laying around the house. I'd find that quite annoying every time I look at it, to be honest, if that was me. Also, this is a pretty good gift for kids. Since it is relatively cheap as well, it's not a big deal if a child breaks it, because I know when I was younger, I used to go through headsets like they were sweets. I used to absolutely destroy them. It was crazy. Another reason why I like this headset was that the mic was actually surprisingly clear. I was shocked when I was in games and everyone could hear me super clearly. If anything, people asked me to turn myself down because my mic was so clear. And it wasn't like it was muffling over as well. All of my audio was precise and people said they had no trouble hearing me. So then I decided to test it out with my actual Logitech Pro headset. And I found out that my friends couldn't tell the difference between a £25 headset from Stealth and a £90 Logitech headset. So that was really shocking in my books, and I really respect Stealth for putting so much effort into the mic quality. Guys, I tried to do the mic test. Unfortunately, it keeps on taking audio from my tablet, but just take my word for it, the audio is actually pretty good with this device. Next big thing I liked about this headset was the actual comfortability factor of this headset. There's 3 areas where there's padding, here, and up top where the band is over here. But surprisingly, the material's slightly different. Typically, padding of the headsets kind of feel more like a sofa that you're touching, that you're laying on a sofa. But this actually feels really soft, and it's the type of material that you typically wear, or it's on a pillow casing or something like that. So that was a really nice feature, and it really does feel really soft to the touch. And because it's a different material, I stopped having a certain problem. Usually I game for 3 hours straight. Well, that sounds bad. But yeah, usually I game for around 3 hours straight. But because of that, the headset's just on my ears. And obviously it starts building up sweat. Obviously I'm not a sweat in games, but it starts to build up. And because it's a material that's like a sofa, so it doesn't really allow air to pass through, it gets a little bit sweaty and it gets a little bit like, yeah, I need to give it some room. But this headset is a little bit different. Because it's a slightly different material, it lets my ears breathe and air is constantly circulating in the actual area where my ears are placed. So that's super. So now I don't need to have 3-hour sessions, I can have 6-hour sessions. You guys are just slowly but surely finding out how much of a loser I am and how much I play games. But yeah, I can have longer gaming sessions since I don't get uncomfortable as fast as I typically would with alternative headsets. Oh yeah, just before I move on to my negatives, there is something that I would like to say that I forgot to say before, and it's that the mic can actually adjust. So let's say you've got a really big head, we can move it this way or that way, just so you get that little bit of slightly better audio because the mic is closer. But obviously my head is average shape, so I'm not having any problems there. But now, it's time for the negatives of this device, things I didn't like about this device and things I would like them to improve in future models. The main problem I had with this device was the actual audio, not the audio quality that was produced from the actual mic, it's the audio that comes into the actual headphones. The audio quality is mid at most. It's relatively clear, you're able to hear what you need to, however it doesn't give you that advantage in games since there's no surround sounds. And typically FPS games is vital, and that's the majority of the games I do play. So that is a little bit annoying, and that allows the enemy to get the upper hand against me since they would have surround sound. Also, the fact that it doesn't have any hefty bass with it as well kind of is a negative as well, since it's not satisfying when I get a headshot, for example, since there's no bass to go with it. I love a little bit of bass, to be honest. The next problem I had with this device is the maneuverability of the actual band. Typically on headsets you always get just a little bit more movement, however with this, if I stretch it too far I feel like it's gonna break, so I'm gonna stop here. However, with other headsets, you get a little bit more maneuverability with the headset. This is just so that, let's say you have a bigger head or you want to do something like this, where the position is a little bit off, it's not pressing against your face, but I kind of feel it. And also, let's say I was the type of person that had a slightly bigger head and I had long hair, for example, this would be very problematic because it would always be pushing down on my hair. It would be quite uncomfortable. There is a way to make it slightly bigger, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't change the maneuverability of this part right here. So I would just say be prepared to have little to no wiggle room. I know I'm not talking about that type of wiggle. I'm talking about this type of wiggle right here. And now the final problem I had with this device is that I want them to try and include some form of active noise cancellation or even noise isolation with this device. This is because I live in a loud household, and when I want to game, I kind of want to zone out, but I'm able to hear everything that's going on, like literally everything that's going on. Even if I was playing it on max audio, which I typically do with this headset, I'm still able to hear all of my surroundings. I'm even able to hear my keyboard tapping, and I just find that kind of annoying, to be honest. I don't mind for the rest of my house, but me personally, when I have my headset in, I just find it kind of annoying that I'm able to hear my keyboard tapping. But yeah, that was the review. But now it's time for the conclusion of this device. In conclusion, I would recommend this device. However, I would keep it for brand new gamers or a gift for kids. This is because it's got a good build, it's relatively cheap, and to be honest, it does look pretty good in my opinion. It would be better if it had his little panther ears, but it does look pretty good in my opinion. And yeah, that was the review. I would recommend this device. I'd like to thank Stealth for sending this product out, and the other products I'll show some B-roll. What else they send me, I really appreciate it. And yeah guys, like, subscribe, support the channel, and yeah, bye.